Welcome to Don't Call Me Stupid, the quiz show in which two celebrities try to teach each other about a subject very close to their hearts. It's a chance for people in the public eye to show a whole new side to themselves. For a footballer, that might be a brain, or for a politician, I don't know, maybe a third face. After a period of intense study, our celebrities are then subjected to a quiz on their new topic. It's the most emotional exchange of knowledge since someone told George Bush there was no Father Christmas. Our first guest is an Irish boy band singer who has 40 hours worth of tattoos on his body, and sadly that was just one drunk tattooist trying to write "I love Mum." Please welcome Shane Lynch. And let's meet the woman who's Shane's other half for just one night, I'm fairly confident. She's an Australian feminist, which means she not only burnt her bra, but then cooked some prawns on it. Please welcome Germaine Greer. It's great to have you both here. Are you a bit nervous?
No, I just want to get the show on the road, you know what I mean?
Yeah?
All good.
Very good, Germaine. Quietly confident?
No, I'm not quietly confident. If I fail to teach him something as simple as what I was trying to teach him, it's my fault and not his.
Unfortunately, with that comment, obviously, say something as simple, which means if I don't answer very well, I'm very stupid.
Well, obviously, Germaine and Shane are best of friends now, but let's see how they got on when they first met.
Going down to the train station to pick up Germaine. She's meant to be, you know, a feminist and stuff, but feminism and all that kind of thing, I don't really think much of it, to be honest.
I know I have to meet a handsome young man with many tattoos. I've sort of let my fantasy rip a bit on what he might be going to teach me. Don't think he's going to teach me how to kiss, which would be nice.
Hello, Germaine. How you doing, darling?
I'm doing fine.
I'm Shane. Nice to meet you, honey.
Yeah, I know you're Shane.
You are?
I recognise you now.
Well, basically, as my yard is an array of junk, and the reason for that is I'm going to be teaching you about cars.
The secrets of the internal combustion engine.
That's it, honey.
Well, this is what I'm going to be teaching you about.
Okay.
See, I'm afraid it got a bit warm in my pocket. I'm going to be teaching you about wildflowers.
Wildflowers?
In particular, the wildflowers of Essex. What do you think? Do you know anything about flowers?
Pretty much no. When the boys find out I'm learning about flowers, it's going to be an interesting moment, I think.
Do I really understand the principle of the internal combustion engine?
I don't tend to be a flowery kind of guy, I guess.
Well, Shane, you were calling Germaine sweetheart and honey quite a lot there.
Yeah.
I've seen the smoking remains of people who've done that. What's the secret?
Listen, she's a lovely, lovely woman. When she came down, obviously, I was a little bit, I'll be truthful, intimidated initially from what I was told. But she turned out to be nothing of the sort, but an absolutely fantastic lady. So she's a sweetheart, you know what I mean?
Oh, it is the blarney. That's it.
So, Germaine, sweetheart, when you heard you were going to be fixing cars, and what was your first reaction to that?
Well, I was hoping I wouldn't embarrass myself too seriously. I was hoping I'd be able to understand something about what I was doing, but I also quite wanted to learn about it.
So, car mechanics, not Germaine's favourite subject, or indeed type, but like it or not, it was time for her to roll up her sleeves and get her hands dirty.
All right, Germaine. First thing we're going to do, for me, is to see what you know. So if you'd like to open the bonnet.
First challenge, find the cat. I can't see any damn thing. Up.
There you go. There you go.
I like him, I have to say. I think he's a boy. And all boys love machines, engines, and speed. And so this is how I have a look at my oil.
Good girl.
I just think I might be a bit stupid when it comes to understanding the physics.
Here's the clutch.
Yep.
So as I slowly come off this clutch, this is coming together. Which you can see the wheel starting to turn.
I certainly can. Oh, and you can see exactly how it works.
She's no soft cookie, this one. She's got a good idea of what's going on. What we're going to get you to do now is we're going to get you to do an oil change. Good job.
Don't know how high up.
If you look down through there,
Yep.
that's an oil filter.
He's a clever teacher because he makes me feel smarter than I am.
The spark has to travel through these leads to get down into the plug and then down into the cylinder head. She hasn't been under the bonnet of one to the point of where she can say, that's this, that's this, that's this, and point it all out to you.
There. I've now got a better idea of how the oil behaves. I've never really quite understood. And now I think I understand completely.
But I think I'm going to have to up the ante, make it a little bit harder for her now. I've done something to the car, and if you can diagnose the problem, then you've passed all your tests almost.
What's going on with this car? You haven't put a potato in the exhaust. Got a double declutch. What the fuck's going on with this thing? Now, what have you done to it? I've got petrol, but I seem to have no air. It's something to do with the ignition, isn't it? Isn't it? It's not firing properly.
Let's have a look. Pop the bonnet.
Oh, look what you did.
Wow.
Well, I was nearly there, wasn't I?
I don't know whether I'm an absolutely amazing teacher or she's just so clued up. I think it's the latter, really. But I'm a bit scared now, admittedly. I've basically shown you the basics of a car, the run-ins of a car. There's a lot more to learn, honey. This will be the true nuts and bolts. But never mind that. I'm going to give you a little bit of a treat before the end of the day. I know you like it fast. I know you like it hard, as you said earlier on. Come on.
Well, Jermaine, that was quite an exit. I mean, that must have left quite a few skid marks.
I wasn't driving, though.
Yeah, even more skid marks if that were me. But Shane, it seemed like she was taking it all in. Are you impressed? She was a good pupil?
No, I'm very, very impressed. Absolutely. Very impressed. I mean, she, you know, everything I had to say to her, she really dissected.
Yeah.
Or digested.
Or digested. Or dissected to the point of where...
And then digested it.
Yeah,
She
no,
chewed before she swallowed.
no, she...
Jermaine, you quietly competent?
No.
Really?
No, I expect to have really tricky questions and to get them all wrong.
Well, it's time to put Jermaine through her very own MOT. Has she got the tools for the job, or will the wheels come off? Jermaine, let's get you up on the ramp. OK, you're up against the clock, and your questions start now. What is the name of the corrosive liquid in a car battery?
Sulfuric acid.
Correct.
Distilled water.
By what name are supplementary restraint systems more commonly known?
Airbags.
Correct. Useful safety feature, right up there with not driving like an arse. In what type of car would you find a torque converter?
Automatic transmission.
Correct. In a four-stroke engine, the first 3 cycles of induction, compression and combustion are followed by what?
Exhaust.
Correct. Look at this image of a piston and cylinder type engine. Name that part.
It's the crankshaft.
Correct. What did the fuel injection system replace in most cars by the mid-1980s?
Carburettor.
Yep, correct. News to me. I've been charged 200 quid to have mine repaired. DJ Tim Westwood fronts which MTV car renovation show?
Had no idea.
Pimp My Ride. A McPherson strut forms part of what system in the car?
The suspension.
Correct. On a car, where would you find a bleed nipple?
On the brakes.
Correct. What's the scientific name for antifreeze?
Ethylene glycol.
Correct. What does CVT stand for?
It stands for constant velocity something.
Continuously variable transmission.
Oh, shit.
Where on a car would you find the speed rating?
On the tyre.
Correct. Well, there goes the klaxon. And Jermaine, I can tell you, you've clocked up 10 points. Please park yourself back there.
Amazing. Good job.
Jermaine, how do you feel that went?
Fine. I should have remembered CVT, though.
Shane, you're proud of your pupil? You
Yes,
must be.
absolutely wonderful. I mean, you know, 10 points, what can you say? Fantastic.
Very, very good. Well, Shane, how are you now feeling about your own moment in the spotlight?
Absolutely rubbish.
Yeah, I think you're going to win?
Absolutely not.
Well, only time will tell, but still on the subject of